Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our pre-match press conference ahead of tomorrow's game against East Bengal. With me is head coach Des Buckingham, and along with him is Rahul Beke. Floor's open. You can ask your questions.
Hi, Coach. I'm Shnita newspaper. Coach, after Bangalore match defeat, how are you looking for this match?
I'm really looking forward to this game. It's an opportunity for us to try and finish the season strong. When I look back over the last 10 months in particular, what we as a club have been able to achieve from the Champions League, finishing second in that group and putting together some excellent performances and results to the final of the Duran Cup, and to then go on and be able to secure the league title and the shield, and do that in the way that we did in terms of the football we played and the records that we broke, and obviously not losing a game on that journey up until that game in Goa. To do that, it's a wonderful achievement for everyone. But now it's looking forwards. So we will look back at the end of the season and what's been achieved, but it's important now we recognise it, because there's some wonderful things to come from it. But we look forwards, and looking forward straight away is East Bengal. And then, of course, making sure we prepare and get ready for what will be a very tough semi-final game in the playoffs, once we know who that may be. But we're looking forward to Sunday, because it's a wonderful opportunity for our club and our fans to celebrate what will be the presentation of the shield itself. But we want that to be a good day also because of a solid performance and a good result.
The invincible reign came to an end in the last game. How has your team responded in training towards that defeat?
Yeah, we will only train fully today. We were away for 2 games. Look, I think to do, I think people, we were so close to doing that, and that was what people had spoken around. It wasn't something that we'd spoken around in the group. Our aims and targets at the start of the season were to try and play a certain style of football that would yield results and performances and results. And I'm so pleased with what we've been able to do. And when I look across 19 games, one result hasn't gone our way and 18 have. So we'll very much focus on that, because it has been a really successful season for us so far. Now, like I said, it's important that we have the players here, like I've spoken about before. They're modest, they're professional. We don't let the outcome of one thing change everything that we've done over the last 10 months. So we'll train today. I expect a very good training session. We've got players obviously pushing to play on Sunday because of the occasion, but also because it's the final league game before we do go into playoffs. And I'm looking forward to firstly training and then obviously the game itself tomorrow.
Coach, you also lost the Duran Cup final to Bangalore. Are they turning out to be a bogey team?
No, I think you have to have a few more games against teams to call them that. It's interesting, you lose one game and people just want to focus on that rather than maybe the 18 before. So I think when you put the whole thing into context, that was our first league loss for 12 months, which 12 months ago, if you'd have said that to us, and even now, I think that's a wonderful achievement. And it shows hopefully the progress that has been made and how we're going about that. But it's not just about celebrating that success and being happy with that now. We will reflect and we'll enjoy that at the end of the season, and we'll enjoy it Sunday after the game, I'm sure. But again, now we look forwards, because we put ourselves in a position where we can go on and try and achieve some more, both this season and trying to make sure that we can build on the success of what this season already is and hopefully will be for next year as well.
Coach, though East Bengal is in number 9, but how do you rate them? But they have the highest scorer of the league. So how do you rate them as a team, and how do you want to stop Clayton Silva?
Yeah, I think it's a wonderful achievement for Clayton. You said they're in the 9th position, and regardless of what they do and how they play, for a team in 9th position to have the current leading goal scorer in the league, that says so much about Clayton and his attributes and his qualities. But we don't often look too much at oppositions or opposition players. We do enough to be respectful and make sure we prepare our players and our team for what we think we may face, and of course Clayton is one of those. But we'll make sure we set ourselves up to play the football we want on Sunday. It's always been about us and making sure we prepare ourselves as well as we can, because we have control of that. So we'll try and do what we can Sunday to nullify the threats that both Clayton and hopefully the other players that they have pose, whilst also making sure that we can continue to showcase the football we have this season and give our fans something to celebrate.
Do you want to double. I mean, already win League Shield and now the cup also is in front of you. So
Again, it's not something we've got semi-final, who we don't know who that will be against yet, and looking at the table, I don't think we'll know until the final game of the season is played. But the semi-finals is our focus now. I think every club, we said at the start, we want to be a club that's successful. Now, success looks like different things for different people. And for us, it was about firstly implementing a playing style that could allow players to showcase what they can do in a real positive sense. And when I look back at our season, the football that we've played, the goals we've scored, the amount of points that those performances have amassed, I'm very pleased with how we've done that. We will do the same. We'll focus on the semi-final and we'll put ourselves in the best position firstly to approach the first leg of that semi-final and then of course get through the second round. And once we're there, then we can start turning our attention to a final, but we won't look further forwards than that.
Just a couple of questions for Rahul. Rahul, last game was the first loss for your club this league season. How the players dealing with it? Like, as a captain, you must have went and had a chat with them after the game. Like, what were their thoughts?
Obviously, the players were not that happy because we got our first loss of the season. Obviously, our target was to keep getting better and win as much as games, and there were 2 games left in the league. So the players know that it was not a good game and we lost, but everyone is more focused on the coming games, and everyone knows that the target for the season was to win the League Shield and then win the ISL. So one thing was achieved, and now everyone is focused on our coming games, where everyone knows it's very important, even if it's the last game of the league. But it's important that we make a positive end to the league and before the semis. So everyone is very much focused on this game.
Rahul, as a Mumbai boy, how proud are you to win this shield with your hometown? And how much are you looking forward to, lifting that trophy tomorrow at the MFA?
As a local lad, as a player, I'm really proud of what we have achieved this season. Right from the start, it was our target to keep getting better, but game by game, and there were 2 targets winning the shield, being on the top of the table, and winning the ISL. So we achieved that one thing, and we all are proud for what we have done so far. And now we are just looking forward to the upcoming games and to achieve our second target. So before that, we have one game which we will be playing tomorrow. So it's important we end it at a positive note, and then we look and start training and start preparing for the semis to achieve our second target.
Rahul, the same question I have asked to the coach, that do you think that after winning the League Shield, you are a player, so do you think that some kind of complacency came and you lost that Bengaluru match because you were undefeated throughout the tournament and suddenly it fall back?
No, there was nothing like that. I think everyone was well prepared for the game. Everyone took this game the same way as the last 18 games, and obviously we wanted to win the game, but unfortunately we lost the game. But everyone is everyone know what we have been through in that game, so everyone will prepare really well for this next game. So there's nothing the players were very much casual for this game. Everyone took it the same way as it was for the last 18 games.
You were not started, but you became famous playing for East Bengal there. So some kind of emotions and anything there.
Yeah, it's a dream for every player to play in Kolkata, especially for the clubs like East Bengal and Mohun Bagan, and I've played there, so I'm really happy for that. It's a proud feeling for me to score in the derby also. So it was my first derby and I scored So I'm really attached with the club for what I have done for the club there. But tomorrow I'm playing against them, so looking forward to see that game and witness another game against them.
Just last question for Coach. Coach, Roland, when he came on, he had a great impact in the game last time around. And so did Ayush. He had a really impressive cameo. Any chance of them starting the game tomorrow?
We'll find out tomorrow. That's been the pleasing thing all along. You know, players that have come on, and Roland, you know, he's had a good bit of game time after coming back from his knee. But with our midfield as well, it's been important to use what we felt were the right players at the right time. And when he has come on, he's done extremely well. And I think the last 2 or 3 games in particular, I think he's back to where he was. He looks very sharp, very fit. And he's ready. He's ready to start if he needs to start. So I've no doubt about that. If we were to start him, how well he would be able to do. With Ayush, he's the same. He's a boy that come back from a knee injury through our youth team, trained with us all the way through. Has been very patient, and he gives a slightly different approach if we wanted to take it. You know, he's physically big, strong, but can also play with the ball to his feet. So look, there'll be opportunities, whether it's tomorrow or it's in the future for Ayush, as there will be for some of the other younger ones. But yeah, we'll wait and see tomorrow.
And last question, George. When Roland missed that free kick by Whisker, was Greg, like after the game, giving him classes of how to put it in perfectly?
You said last question ago. No, look, it's. See, we lost Greg in the warm-up. He actually went out for the warm-up and tripped on the railings because there's a running track before you go onto the pitch, and he rolled his ankle, so we had to make a change from that starting lineup. And because we had him on the starting list, the rules of the league say that if we don't start him, he can't be on the bench. So we actually had to remove him from the squad, put him into the stands, and we couldn't then replace him with another player. So we played with one less player on the bench. But no, the good thing is we've got lots of players. We've got Alberto, we have Greg, we have Joe, Roland's another, you know, from a set piece point of view. And there'll be others that you'll see when they're set pieces. To have that many options, I think, is a wonderful thing for us, and it keeps the goalkeeper guessing.
Thank you.
Any message to the fans which will be turning out, will be a biggest party would be so, but tomorrow. So first, would like to know about the message. Rahul Bhai, if you want to give a message to the fans who are turning out, but tomorrow and witnessing that historic shield lifting. So anything, and followed by the coach also, of course.
So I just want to say that this fans back in 2018, when 18, right? When 19, when the team win the shield, it was bubble and
2021, sorry.
right.
I thought you were talking about 21.
21. So it was 21, right? 21.
21.
So team win the league shield, but there were no fans to celebrate at the stadium because of the bubble. But this time, we got the opportunity to celebrate with the fans, our families, friends. So it's a great day tomorrow. We'll make sure that we get 3 points tomorrow, and we'll celebrate with everyone at the home stadium.
Yeah, very similar. Come along and witness something that hasn't been witnessed in person before. To be able to see it live and to be able to do that in front of your own fans. You know, those that are here, and we also know that there are others that won't be able to be here, whether it's in India or outside. Not just fans, but friends and family. You know, there'll be friends and family. I've got my family also in the stands on Sunday. They've come over. So I'm really looking forward to that, and hopefully we've made the fans proud of what we've done and how we've done it this season. And hopefully we've got them excited not only for tomorrow, but hopefully what's to come in the future.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.